Hey friends, Megan Elizabeth here with another episode of Make It in Moments. Today I am going to use a little bit more of a side-by-side comparison of the slice versus the subtract feature, and I'm going to use actual glass etch cream, Armour Etch, to create a really cool candle. So I'm going to upload an image today. I'm actually going to upload the Connecting to Restore black and white image. It is a little bit of a weird image, and I'm probably going to have to do some custom work in here. As I click on the simple, moderate, complex, or complex, you can kind of see how the color variations of this black and white shading even change out. So I'm going to click on this automatic remove background, but I hate that. So I'm just going to then do the manual select and remove the centers of the R's, the O's, the G even, making sure you get all those little center pieces to remove so that it cuts out what you exactly want it to cut out. I'm going to save it as a cut image and just click on that cut image and then upload and save it. And then I'm going to add it to my mat. Just click on that upload and you're going to see the, highs and lows a little bit come out. But of course you can't see that there's two separate shapes. So similar to last week's video, I'm going to do a little bit of slice, subtract, and edit work and let you see it. So here I'm going to click on the shapes and I'm going to do that half moon feature. And I did resize this image down to just about 4¼ inches around there. And I'm going to kind of flip and rotate, and I'm going to take this kind of half moon, half circle, and I'm going to size it down and tilt it until it kind of fits into the design, that there's like a border almost to this. This was the quickest, easiest way that I could think of to do it without making a ton more work for myself. And as I was doing it, I was like, well, let me show you. So first what I did was take that shape and do the slice feature. And when I did that slice feature, you could see it created a multitude of different results, giving me these slice result outcomes. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to re-upload this. I'm going to do the same shape. I'm going to make sure they're the exact same size. And even though it was a pretty simple thing, I could click on both layers and the shape in the original image and slice. I had to remove all those other pieces. Now, if I select the slice result or that half moon shape and my image and go to this subtract feature, it's done in one step. It's done. I don't have to worry about it. There's no additional things. I can undo it. It does pretty much the same thing. But I want you to kind of see how that worked side by side. And I hope that's a little bit helpful for you today as you're creating with your Cricut Design space. But now I want to cut this out. I'm going to cut it out on my Cricut Joy. I'm going to center it on my mat so it gives me a little bit more of a stencil outline. I am using the Stencil vinyl by Cricut, which I love. You can use it for painting. It works really well for the that Citra strip, that Citra etching that we did in an episode a few weeks ago. It works well for this Armour Etch glass cream, and I just want you to be able to do that yourself. So here is a closer look. We're going to kind of speed through it, but I'm using my Cricut Joy mat. This is what that stencil vinyl looks like. It's a stencil film and it's blue and it has a great adhesive to it and it's super easy to be able to use. And here's my Armour Etch and I'm using a Yankee candle, which I absolutely love. And I'm just going to load this in. You actually are going to select stencil vinyl under your material setting. It was a very quick, easy to cut out shape. It just had to double check it. But when you're in your Cricut Design space, just click on the materials you're cutting with and it will, if you type in stencil vinyl, it'll come right up. Now that it's done, I am cutting off those little edges and I'm removing all of the positive image. I'm using this as a stencil. So what you would normally, you would weed away the excess the opposite way. We are weeding away the positive and leaving the negative behind so that it will look beautiful for glass etching candle. And now here's another pro tip. I am using contact paper. You can get large rolls of contact paper at big box stores or on Amazon. It's very inexpensive and works really, really well as a transfer tape for even the stencil material. So you're just going to burnish it using the burnishing tool, peel it away, and that will keep the centers of your O's and R's and letter pieces all in place. I'm removing the sticker from the candle. The sticker is not needed. It actually says on the bottom the scent still, so I just remove it, and that way I can decorate my Yankee candles with either etching cream like this. I'm using the Armour Etch, like I said, or you can do vinyls, or even if you want to do different kinds of different kinds of vinyls or whatever you would want to do. But the the Armour Etch is great. So I'm just using my burnishing tool to make sure there's no bubbles. I want to make sure that that's all peeled out. And those excess strips, I'm just doing extra protection along the sides. So this is the Armour Etch cream. Most people recommend using gloves. It is a toxic chemical. So that's why I did show last week's video using frosted glass vinyl. So you did not have to do the chemical. Many people wear gloves, but I'm very, very careful with it. And I just set the timer for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go wash it off in the sink. I'm going to use paper towels to wipe away all the excess first, and then give it a good wash and bring it back to you. I'm going to peel away now that stencil vinyl, which is great. I still have a paper towel here so I can just dry it as I go, because there's little pockets of water that will appear, and it won't look frosted when it's wet, which is kind of fun. So you're just peeling away all that excess vinyl. We're going to dry it really good, and you're going to see how magical in just 5 minutes time with the etching cream on there. Look at the difference in this glass. One of my very first Cricut videos I ever did was the candle votives for my sister's wedding. I did, I think, 150 candle votives with her and her husband's initials. It was like literally one of my very first videos here at Above Review Studio. So it was really fun to be able to show you this and do this again. I think it turned out perfect. I love the smell of Yankee candles. I love that you can still see even the distressing in the image with the way the vinyl cut it out. I love that so much. Thank you so much for taking time to watch another Make It in Moments video here with me at ByMeganElizabeth.com. I hope you will come over and join us inside She Makes Club, where we love to tell our stories, enjoy the moments, and make a life that we love together using our Cricuts and paper crafting and so much more. Come join us. I can't wait to see you again soon. Enjoy the moments. Bye-bye.